Ah, Dragon Quest. Or, well, Dragon Warrior if you're old like I am. But I'm gonna be talking about a bit of a side series for that called Dragon Warrior Monsters on the Game Boy. It's a simple little monster collecting game. Back in the day, only came 2 years after Pokemon, yet it doesn't get as much love as it should. Pokemon has challenges out the wazoo. You got the fucking Nuzlocks, you got the fucking single type challenges, you name it, someone's probably done it. But for Dragon Warrior Monsters, where's my challenges? None. So, I decided I'd do it myself. You can't find it? Make it. Anywho, there's 10 monster families in the game. Slime, dragon, beast, bird, plant, bug, devil, zombie material, and boss monsters. We won't be facing those because I gotta hack those in. I'm not good at that shit. But so for today's episode, we'll be doing the Slime Only Challenge! That's right! We'll only be able to use Slimy Boys. No, not that slime at all. Yes, that slime. You see, for this thing, the rules are very simple. I can only have a team of slimes, which means on my party of 3, they have to be slime. They have to be of the slime family, yada yada yada. All progress must be made by slimes, meaning fighting in tournaments and, completing boss gates. Slimes. And breeding must make into slime. I can get other monsters, put them on the farm, have them do a little diggy dance, but they cannot be in the fights. But they can be used for breeding, so I can get more slimes. Because more slimes are fun slimes. Gives me a little variety on what I can do. And boy, when I'm able to fight other monster masters, I can only recruit slimes from them. Because they have overpowered monsters, and boy, it would just be cheap making slimes out of those. Woo boy. But nonetheless, I am SpikeVein. Devil extraordinaire, demon, something. I really need to figure out something cool to say. Nonetheless, let's get on with the show and see how it goes. Alright, and we're here with the beginning of the game. Running around with our sister, having fun, being told about freaking monsters about going to kidnap, naughty children. And well, I don't think that's fine that I just read her diary. And this asshole comes out named Waraboo. He's looking for value and kicks me to the side. How fucking dare you? Am I not good enough? I'm gonna be the greatest slime master of them all. He just fucking punts me away. And Waraboo, he was looking for Malia too. Fucking rude. This freaking Waraboo treats me as a freaking, second place prize and tells me to come with. Rude. This is what they do to the demon that's gonna be the greatest slime master. I find it incredibly fucking rude. Nonetheless, I'm taken to their king, as I should be, for I am demonic greatness. He asked me my name, and well, given I can only do 4 letters, it's gonna be Vein. He says that he wants me to be in the Starry Sky tournament, and says I can get a wish, and I'm like, you know what? Why not? I'll be so strong, I'll make them all pay for treating me as second place. Anywho, he tells me to go get a monster from Poolie over here, and I get a monster that's a slime. Fantastic. Though the king seems a bit pissed that I took this slime. To the point there, he found out all the actual monsters ran away, because Poolio's incompetent. The guys, told him to stop freaking goddamn the execution of Poolio because, I think he's, well, that I'll go find Hale. Nah, I just need him to actually do his job. So, I go into the Traveler's Gate, and it starts off a little rough. Slib here doesn't have much defense, and Anteaters hit really fucking hard. Luckily enough, being the only one in my party, he gets a lot of experience fast. And that's a lot, considering we only get to 8 to 3 to 2 fucking experience from Drackies, Anteaters, and freaking that. We even get a freaking, little Drackie to go to our farm. Sadly, we won't be getting another party member too soon, but we pick up a couple of herbs along the way, explore more until we're finally at the Cave of Hail. And, well, I'm gonna tell you this simple. It's gonna be a fucking, slogfest. It's not much. We punch, he heals, I heal, we punch, we heal, I heal. Not much. So I'll tell you about slimes. They're fast, they have MP, They sometimes know some good, skills, but they're mostly fast and, have freaking MP. Which makes them great fucking healers. Pain in the ass for most other things. Great status effect givers as well. But nonetheless, the king's happy to see I got Hale back. A little sad that Hale likes me, the Slime King, a lot better than everyone else, but it happens. I've just got a great slime trainer. And we're told to go to the freaking goddamn G-Class tournament. Easy enough. With Slib here and Hale healing, no one will stand in my way. And it's just two Drakis and an Anteater. Easy enough. Heals, attacks, again, easy. Nothing around, they're not gonna throw the hard shit at us really early. Sure, the stub suck here with the two slimes is a little annoying because the stub suck says go to sleep. But then we fight the professor of the master school. Ugh, he's got two fucking spookies and a hork. They're annoying because they goddamn lick your face and cause you to get goosebumps, which makes you skip a turn. But again, Hale heals, Slib attacks. Hale attacks, Slib heals. Well, Slib doesn't heal, but Slib still attacks, and we're all good. Which allows us to freaking goddamn beat the G-Class. Walking from the king. And who gets annoyed because there's the guy, the Great Log, who calls me a child and a fucking goddamn not a master. How dare he? He's on my shit list. The king wanting me to be stronger allows me 2 more gates to go to. And so we go to the villager gate first. Home of a dragon and a princess. She asked me if I'm prince and tells me I should try to carry her, but she's a little heavy. I think she had a little too many max. But, unfortunately, she wants me to leave quietly, and I don't do that shit. So I fucking kick the dragon in the nose and start a fight. They might have been a little unwise since the dragon does know Fire Slash and Fire Air. Fire Air being an AoE attack and Fire Slash being a strong fire attack. And surprisingly enough, slimes do burn! But I have an inexhaustible amount of fucking herbs, so fuck you, dragon! Heal and attack! This is gonna be my favorite motherfucking goddamn strategy in this game. It really is. It's like, who needs goddamn strategy when I can just out-heal and damage you? But that brings us to the world of the talisman. We see a small little village in Waraboo. He seems to be doing a little chatting and fucking gets yeeted! Fuck you, you fuzzy little bastard! Well, I try my luck with the golem, and, well, he decides to be a little vicious. So, we're back to square one. That's heal and attack, boys. Hale's ability to heal, Slib's ability to attack. We're an unstoppable force. No one can be in my way. So we take the golem down. He goes to the farm like everything else that's not a slime, getting ready to be made into breeding fodder. Easy enough. The king tells us to go searching around, things about libraries and vaults and stuff. I couldn't care less. All I know is I smelt there was a good barbecue nearby. And this man over here, he said he needed a fucking light. And I, having a monster that I didn't care about, have him give it a light. It was Grim, a little gremlin. And so, me and my 2 slimes go into this barbecue gate, hoping to find ribs. But I did find a spot slime. My 3rd party member! Me and Tail and Slib have been running on 2 for too long. And Slime has joined us! I name her Penny. She's a beautiful little spot slime, isn't she? Anywho, making it to the end of the barbecue gate, I tried fighting this large fucking armored man. And he is a pain in my ass. Especially since along the way I got fucking poisoned by some crespins. Weird-ass snake with a goddamn mohawk. Either way, between losing health between the poisoning, and not having MP for Hale to heal, and this thing hitting rather hard, this gate took too much of a toll on me, and I ended up just not having a good time versus Mad Gate. This Mad Knight. And we got wiped out for our first death. It does happen. So, after doing that, I decided to regroup. Tell them it's not their fault, it's mine for overestimating our ability. And we go into the F class. The F class isn't that hard. Just 3 spot slimes. And with Penny's ability to call for friends, sometimes it's helpful where we get multiple hits from Penny. Sometimes we don't. And Sliveler will learn Fireball. Fantastic time. Easily taking out 2 Mud Dolls and a freaking Almirage. Leading us to our third and final fight of this class. A Future Pup, a Skullroo, and a Mad Raven in the middle. And honestly, between the healing and just slapping, a little too easy. Honestly. And luckily enough for us, that'll unlock 2 more gates. Don't mind the death counter, it's a little wonky here and there. But going to the Bewilder Gate, I go into this weird-ass forest. And with all these fucking trees moving in my way, I decide, well, maybe it's time to freaking do a little freaking cutting down. And boy, they're worth at least around 100 experience, so chop some trees down, I do. Till I make it to the big boy right here, the face tree, and he is annoying. Not hard, but annoying because he curses you. And curse can do a matter of things. Sometimes it stuns you, sometimes it just drains your HP, sometimes it just drains your MP. It just does everything, and nothing at the same time. But, again, heal and attack, too damn good. Oof, sorry. But wanting to take a little break, I decide to fight a Goopy here. And, well, he just plays a little rock, paper, scissors, and we find the queen. Wants to see a wing slime. Saying I get a reward for that? It's like, yeah, why not? If I get a wing slime, I'll make sure to show you. Well, after that little interaction, I go to the Gate of Memories. And, wow, I find an actual cleric there. Who had a Slimeborg! Seeing as this is an opportunity, I have my goddamn slimes heal each other and focus on the Shadow and the Troll first. Oh, I really wanted that Slimeborg. I tell you fucking what. Look, there's nothing better in the world than having a nice little freaking cyborg made of slime. I mean, seriously, these circuits and slime. Sadly, the little beef jerky that I had, it didn't work out well enough. And the fucking cleric even taunts me by freaking goddamn showing up while I'm already at full health. But we do find this Mad Cat, and look at him, he's so cute. He got little paws and little things. He's like a little babu-doo-boo. Anywho, easy enough fight, and Gig joins onto the farm as well. Being a cute little kitten. I love him. But nonetheless, the king, surprised at our ability to conquer the 2 gates, praises us and tells us to try for more. And, well, we go after this class right here with the Crescent, the Poison Gun, and the Sappy thing. The E class, getting a little poison here is not too good for us. It really wasn't. Especially because of this round right here, you see? Both the Drake Slime and the Dragon right here, no fucking multi-hitting fire attacks. And as slimes, we really don't like fire. And the Fairy Drake also is a bit of a dick knowing how to put us to sleep. Hale puts up one hell of a fight between trying to heal himself more than, the dragon's damage and attacking the dragon to kill it, but Hale's best efforts only fucking delayed the inevitable. It was rather sad. So, deciding to level up, we go use the barbecue area. Finding out owl bears, wild apes, and snakes on this goddamn cleric. He's really out for my life if he's gonna pull out some heavy hitters. But boy, are we just gonna slap them down and heal up enough so he can heal me up and get some good levels off of him. And we even find a wizard with a wild ape, a freaking goddamn, rogue knight, and a goddamn dead knight. Why does this guy have... Oh, wait, he's a wizard. He's a spellcaster. He stays in the back and they go in the front. Makes sense, actually. But luckily enough, we learned heal more from that fight, and the wizard was kindly teleported us right to our destination. So after a little hearing and making sure we're at level 16-ish, we go in for the fight against the Mad Knight. And it went well. All he did was attack, and with heal more being able to keep us at fairly healthy, numbers, we were able to take him down. Though it did take a while, since between the poison and the freaking curses. And I will tell you, they do stack. You can be poisoned and cursed at the same time, so you can lose double HP for that. We did fight the Mad Knight and win. allowing us to ride the C-Class once more. And this time it went a little bit better, since A, at being this higher level, our more stats allowed us to clear the first round easier, not getting poisoned. We're able to resist the fire attacks a little bit better now that we have better stats, more HP and all that, allowing us to, stay healthy, heal up a lot easier. And then we make it to the third round for two Snailies, and a goddamn Centipede. Since Fireball being AoE just clears out all those little freaking bugs. And I'm gonna say one thing, we start breeding. I get a little, that, but breeding's fairly simple in this. First thing decides what's, family you're gonna get. And the second thing decides what, monster of that family you're gonna get. So, freaking, our Hale and our freaking Dari there split after having a good one-night stand, leaving us an egg of Pam. Pam's an adorable little wing slime. Look at her, she's green, she's adorable, and she's got big old Dumbo ears. But nonetheless, with that happening, we go into the Bravery Gates. And there's this weird-ass swordsman. Seems to be looking for something, but fucking ain't my business. So, we take on this big guy. And, boy, a little sleep magic from Penny, a little fucking goddamn attacks from, Slib and Pam, even some heals from Pam. It don't go well. It just don't. The big guys, freaking ice attacks just freaking are too much. So with a little bit more breeding, with freaking Pasha and freaking goddamn Penny, we make Aura the Slime Knight. Look at her, she's adorable with her little goddamn thing. Remembering I had a wing slime, I also get myself a nice little freaking goddamn sirloin for the queen, who also wants to see a king slime afterwards. Such a nice slime connoisseur. But after finding someone who wants to breed something with her Iceman, I decided Slib's a good thing, making ourselves a box slime. A square little girl known as Boxer. Look at her, she's adorable. Square cube in shape. And so, after that, we go back to the Bravery freaking goddamn gate. For round 2, after freaking leveling up through the freaking levels. And it goes well. Some sleep attacks, some beast cuts from Aura for major damage. It's rather nice. And the king tells us that all bosses actually join us. Sad, but it is true. Means we do have limited amount of things that will, be high leveled enough to actually join us. But a wizard does drop off a casino in the Peace Gate. It was rather nice of him. So after playing some slot machines, and having the time of our lives, we find ourselves talking to this goddamn Fang Slime, which doesn't want to bother with us. Really doesn't. But after deciding to steal some coins from his own machine, and oh boy, was a good mount, the greedy Fang Slime decides to try to attack us, calling for help multiple times. And he's not that successful that often. Yeah, he gets like one call for help that slaps both Pam and Aura, but after that, there's a constant sleep attack on him, and we just keep slapping him until he's dead. And, well, that was simple enough. Oh boy, it was rather sad, but hey, after those 2 gates, we went into the D-Class fight. Fighting a Sakura, a Flora J, and a Mad Plant, who all really go down to freaking goddamn AoE attacks and fucking target attacks. Same with these Medusas and fucking Gophers. This fucking goddamn sleep area is doing a lot more work than you would imagine. Which leaves us versus 2 Mad Cats and a Rogue Knight. But with Pam opening up with a fucking sleep air and just fucking knocking them all the fuck out, we just kinda easily clear. But soon the king comes to us, saying there's an emergency. A flood of monsters are coming out of the Anger Gate. Only I, the greatest slime master, can deal with them. So, being as great as I am, jump straight into the Anger Gate and decide to investigate. Seeing all these eggs, I crack one open and am jumped at by a dragon kid. It's worth at least 300 and freaking experience, so I made an omelet. They were delicious, leaving most of my monsters around level 20. A swordman comes back, looking for more, and even destroys all of them. How fucking dare he call me a coward for not having a sword? But Rex here decides, I'm an asshole for breaking her eggs, and I'm like, I didn't break them all. But nonetheless, she knows a fire air attack, and you know how that does with us. It kinda is starting to slowly beat the shit of our lives. But we have multiple people knowing how to heal. So Pam being on heals, and just us slowly chipping away every once in a while, we finally beat the Battle Rex, and have her join our farm. It's rather nice. But then, after defeating it, this man from a goddamn dead tree decides to come around and calls me a street performer. Why are all these fucking kings from other places being assholes to me? You may be from a dead tree, but I'm going to fucking goddamn write your name down in my revenge logs. But nonetheless, after such great feats of slime ability, the tree grows and allows me to go find the Scoopy right here. And I fail a few times. Look, not gonna be good at rock, paper, scissors all the time. But after figuring out that I do rock, scissor, paper, then what was the other one? Paper, then it's paper, then it's it goes rock, scissors, paper, rock. Yeah, there we go. And we unlock this statue. And it's not that bad. It's a very nice place. A little long, but we go with a nice lake. Fantastic. And then Waraboo's a dick and just grabs Pam and throws her in the water. And like all lakes do, they have a goddess there that's like, did you drop this? Did you drop this, old man? I'm like, no, I dropped the slime in there. Thank you. I want my Pam back. For being honest, it gives me a fight with a Digster. And Digster is... well, Digster is honestly not that hard. Digster's just an easy fight. All it does is attack, and at this point we've at least gotten enough defense stats and just ability to out-heal anything that we're just all able to go in. Especially since Pam has heal all by this point. Very nice. So after a little bit of breeding with Fang and Aura, we have Toot here. A little cute boy who unfortunately also knows the master ability. Either way, we go into the Gate of Strength, look around, our levels being pretty damn decent. Nothing in the jar, and this mimic laughing at me for some reason because the statue decided to lock me in here. But again, just some sleep hacks, some fire attacks, and just being able to just stun it almost consistently enough. It's honestly no threat, and what little attacks it does get through is easily healed off. It's rather easy. But the king's happy enough I was able to beat the stone man. And thinking I am good enough, I decide I will fight the C-class monsters. And, well, I'm gonna be upfront with you. It's not gonna go too well, at least not at the end. See, it starts off with two spiky boys on a stub bird. They're easy enough with a little fucking AoE Blazemore and all that. Not that hard. Unfortunately, these healers and this Rogue Knight, they're the pain in my ass. See, their fucking combo is very easy to say. Rogue Knight hits like a fucking tuck, and healers heal him up. So without enough AoE, he just one-shotted most of my things until Pam was the only one left to fight the goddamn thing. So, with a little breeding between Pam and a Rayburn, I'm able to goddamn get myself a nice little Drax slime of my own. I name him Dart, after a dragoon I once knew. And we head off to train in this farm gate after seeing some disturbing image of a Mad Knight in Ellipsy. Ugh. Anywho, we find a simp after this girl named Betty, and Betty thinking she's the most beautiful of them all, or thinking I'm here to steal her, which I try to say no to all here. I just got dumped here by a thing. Turns out she was a copycat, and she turned into Boxer and just ended up dying. Kind of funny, but to the farm mine goes. And boy, after that, we go breed a little bit more, with Boxer and Golem making a nice rock slime named Ben. Oh, Ben will do wonderful things. So, talking to my team, building up, knowing they're the greatest slimes of all, we head to the C-class. Oh, it's a good time to be able to sit around and talk to my slimes. But, once again, we fight the spiky boys and the stubborns. This time with our freaking AoE ability. The second fight and the first fight go real easy. Fucking Ben throwing big-ass rocks to knock out both healers and the rogue rather fast.
It's clobbering
Yes,
time.
Ben, it is indeed clobbering time. Oh boy, you and those rocks do major damage. And unfortunately, that also made me a little overconfident. Seriously, I already went for the B class. It's like, at first, I'm pretty good. We're getting through them with fire attacks, the Hammermen. Then we fight a little AG Devil, a Wind Mirage, and a Tree Boy. Easy enough-ish. Sure, we get a little hurt, but nothing that Dart can't just heal off. Seriously, he got heal off. You see, the problem comes here. 2 army crowds that just increase defense, and a Mad Dragon that hits incredibly hard with a Massacre ability. Not good if we're unlucky. Also, Toot is just a fucking team killer. See, that Massacre attack that the freaking Mad Dragon knows? Toot knows that as well, and that's a double-edged sword. So in an attempt to get rid of it, we go to the Gate of Wisdom. Because we gotta have Toot learn enough moves to actually be able to forget that goddamn Massacre attack, because it's just a team-killing attack. At least with my luck. It hits hard, but boy, does it hit anyone. Literally, it's like anyone there. But it's gonna take a little while. Because... That's right. The second rope right there doesn't trigger anything. So if you can get the goddamn, squirmy boy, that big fucking noodle... There you go, me. But yes. And Toot, you fucking piece of shit! I need to get rid of that so badly. Sadly, at this point, Toot didn't know enough abilities to get rid of it. So, we're left to freaking Dart and the Sky Dragon fight. Because Sky Dragon knows fucking Blaze Attack, which just attacks everyone. And Toot killed Ben! Luckily enough, Dart knows full heal, and so it just goes in a middle thing of attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal. Let me tell you about the ability, the thing. Charge will go with attack most of the time. Mix will most likely give status buffs, status attacks, and such. And Caution will heal. And not in tournaments, you can use the ability to actually select attack, defend, or skill-based things. Fantastic. But nonetheless, we make it to the world of joy. And we find out, after dancing with this bird, we have to fight him. And he is a much easier fight. Mostly because Toot didn't kill Ben this time! I'm still a little angry about that, I'm not gonna lie. Massacre, fantastic fucking strength. Horrible fucking team kills. But nonetheless, Funky Bird can be a bit of a bitch because it can Pana Dance, which can confuse your, monsters. But Slimes, having essentially no brain, don't get confused that easily. And so, after defeating the Sky Dragon and the Funky Bird, the king congrats us on our skills and have me go to the B-class tournament. Which, again, we eat through the fucking Hammermen fairly easily with our higher levels and stats. Same with the second round of these 3. Easy enough. Yeah, we're a bit hurt, but nothing a heal all can't fix. And we're back on here. The Mad Dragon is goddamn gonna be a pain if it hits a Massacre on us. Again, it hits hard, but with our fucking Snowstorm and our fucking ability to just AoE with SpikeVein as well, we're doing pretty good. But luckily enough, the Mad Dragon being a fucking using Massacre and team killing, where now he killed its own army club, and now we just put it to sleep and kill it. It's a good fucking day. But hey, after that, we open up the gates of temptation and happiness. Going into temptation, we even find ourselves a fucking makeshift tournament. Which if you fight it a few times, it gives you items. It can give you staffs, it can give you heals. It's rather fucking great. It's also, I forget, do I get experience for this? Let's see. I do! Makes it a good fucking grinding spot. Also, sometimes you can find monster masters with something you may want. Like a slime root right there. The Slabbit, after giving it a good rib or two, joins our team. It's rather fantastic. But fun thing about tournaments. You can only have the monsters choose their attacks. You can't choose it for them. But nonetheless, beating the tournament 2 times there, we're able to get ourselves a nice little fucking wind staff. What's a lightning staff? Either way, we got some staff and made it to a servant here in the fucking goddamn temptation area. And he is annoying because there's a centaur, a servant, and an evil armor. Honestly, the centaur able to hit everyone is annoying. The evil armor hitting decently hard is also annoying. But what's really annoying is that goddamn servant being incredibly powerful. So after our failure, we make Dart and Rex freaking goddamn breed, making a slime boy named Vic. And Vic, he's a handsome devil. But to train up Vic, we go into the area of happiness. We find this griffin talking about communism. Seriously. Goes, comrades, unite the world, monsters, monsters. He does apologize for turning his back on his comrades because he feels us poking in the back. So Jammerus here is a rather annoying fight. He has quad hits, which literally is an attack that hits 4 times. And boy, does it actually start piling up, especially when you're like the only fucking monster. But nonetheless, with Vic's heals and Toot going out, it gets a little hard. Because we do have to heal, but Vic does know Devil Cut, which does massive damage to this motherfucker. It do be a devil, after all, I think. You don't know? I have no idea what this motherfucker is. All I know is Devil Cut does do damage, and I have to fucking keep throwing heals at Vic. And that's like literally my one thing. I heal Vic, I hope for the best. And it works! Though Jammerus does want fucking sirloins, which I deny him since he didn't join me. But with a nice breeding between a bean and a fucking fang slime, we get Sappy here, a cute little tree slime who is now newly born. After some good training, we go back against the servant and his 2 minions once more. With Ben throwing his rocks and doing massive multi-damage, our ability to have a word leaf that can actually bring our monsters back from the dead, basically being a revive, and our shit ton of heals, it really does goes well, since World Do essentially is just a fucking full heal for everybody. Fan-fucking-tastic. Though the servant is very annoying because it has the ability Focus, well, the skill Focus, which allows it to focus up for 1 turn, then use 2 skills right after that, like freaking goddamn Blizzard. But after being able to fucking goddamn live through all that, thanks to Vic's full heal, we're able to beat them, and fucking the king is super impressed by our ability to outpower that servant. But now we fucking goddamn go into the A-class fight. Which we're a little fucking under-leveled for. Yeah, sure, it doesn't look too bad versus the evil beast, the fucking fireweed, and the wyvern. But you see these grizzlies and lionix? They hit like fucking trucks. Literally, they fucking just destroy us on our low defense. But after a good defense, nearly making Ben level 30 and the other 2 at least like 25 and 21, I go for a round 2 on the A-class. And it's not that bad. We clear the first round a lot faster. The second round goes slightly better. Not perfect, but with a sleep all that, kept the toes to a fucking rather asleep. It was, at least going better, because we're able to heal up between, getting attacked, keep them asleep, and kill them. Seriously, sleep is being a real fucking carrier. But unfortunately, our own tactic is being put against us. Because these 2 toadstools and this Lipsy right here, they are a stall team. Luckily enough, between Sappy knowing a full heal, Vic knowing full heal, we're able to just pretty much, as soon as we're able to do anything, we're able to stay alive, because freaking goddamn toadstools use sleep air to put us to sleep. The fucking Lipsy gives us a kiss on the cheek, so it makes us very uncomfortable and unable to attack for a bit. Well, it says my slimes are happy with it, but nonetheless. Nonetheless, after a slog of healing and fucking going, we unlock 2 more gates after beating the A-class. But first, we get a Stone Man, and breed our fucking goddamn Ben with a freaking Yeti. I thought it was gonna be cool. I really did. I was like, alright, this gotta be nice, right? It's a fucking Yeti. No, it was just a spot slime. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sad about that. But with Stan on our team, we go into the Judgment Gate, and oh boy, he is a funky little dude. Look at him move his arms. And why are you saying I'm abusing my monsters? Rude! I have never hurt a damn slime. We do good damage, but unfortunately Akubar here knows Exploded. And Exploded is incredibly effective on us. Don't know if it's because we just don't have enough defense. I don't know what stat, stops Exploded damage. Or if it's just we need a lot more raw HP. Either way, this asshole hits incredibly fucking hard. He just fucking wipes us out with that Exploded. So, knowing I need more, after finding a Spot King, I was able to breed him with our Sappy to make Shiv. He is a great little boy as we go into the Labyrinth tournament. And, oh boy, do I get lost. Other than the fact that I get incredibly lost here, it's been a good time so far. Been enjoying this. Sure, I've had 18 wipeouts, but it's been a good journey so far. But, like I said, I get lost and have to ask this Mimic for directions. And boy, was I frustrated. So I was told to go 3 up, then left, then 2 down and a left. Boy, was I praising the time I finally got to the Dark Horn. Seriously, I was lost for like a good 30 fucking minutes in that goddamn maze. Well, the Dark Horn's not fucking shit. Literally, all it does is attack, and by this point, we've already proven that our ability to heal fucking just outdoes any damage she does. Because we have heal all. We could be at 1 HP. As long as we live, we fucking can heal it all. But after that fight with the fucking Dark Horn, we go back to fight the Judgment of Okabar. And with a nice wizard, we're able to get there with pretty goddamn high HP and MP. I don't know what stat I was able to raise with all this, but we were able to fucking goddamn, live a few bits, so with some world dues and feeding this guy some bad meat so he's poisoned so he takes a little bit more damage. And freaking Victor's freaking devil cut. We're finally able to do a good amount of damage. And boy, was that lucky. Yeah, Vic goes down right here, but Stan keeps tossing those rocks and Shiv keeps slapping and healing. And that's all we needed. Ooh. The king talking about throwing people in the dungeon, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Why not? They don't like slimes? They don't. But we go after this S-class, and we have some bad luck right off the bat. You see, first these little veggie dances fucking goddamn make the freaking slimes dance with them. Then they cause a KO dance, which instantly kills Stan. Cause yay! Instant KOs. Fantastic. Nonetheless, thinking I could probably make it through, I got my ass kicked. Mostly because you see that little fucking pile of gray right there? He knows Exploded. So I tell my people, don't dance, don't get KO dance, and we should probably be fine. Going straight into the X-Class again, I fucking fight, and oh boy, imagine not getting fucking danced on. We wipe him out with some white fire from freaking goddamn, and white fire and a blizzard just wipes out round 1 and 2. With having all people up, we're able to actually heal a lot better with Shiv and Victor there. But it doesn't go too well, but luckily enough, Shiv has Clean Cut, which killed the Robuster and Metal Drake rather easily enough, leaving only the Metal Bubble. A slime of heavy defense, but low HP. I think he has like 10 HP, but he also has incredibly high evasion. But that does come with high speed. But Shiv, being one not to give up, just healed and slapped when he could. And boy, was that another slog fest. But the king, being happy about us winning, fucking goddamn surrounds us. But again, the Great Log Bastard calls me a janitor. Oh, I'm going to destroy you, Great Log. I will. Nonetheless, I calm down and decide the tree's gonna grow again. It knows my might. It knows my slime's power. And I do a little breeding. Missing Ben, I decide to goddamn have that child become Grim. Yes, right. Grim here reminds me of her granddaddy Ben. And we go to the freaking goddamn Gate of Reflection, who we find Doran in. Apparently he has fucking goddamn a test for everybody. Throws out 2 servants at us, who actually do kick our ass. Not gonna lie. But we do fight through them, though we did lose Grim there. We do need a little training. Then he throws a swordsman at us named Terry. It's rude. But seriously. Sadly, Terry here knows incredibly strong techniques. And beats the crap out of the slimes. Well, I heard there was a gate in a well after hearing a thunder strike down here. And going in, I find medleys. Oh, and I even get one. It's so great. Medleys are grand. I'll tell you a little bit more after I watch Waraboo fall down a hole. Anywho, we go up to this giant man. Who's only hungry for meat. And we're honestly overpowered for this. A little sleep, a little slap. I was supposed to be down here earlier, and it would have been great if I got that medley earlier, because then I'd have a metal slime who's pretty much immune to most attacks. Seriously, fire attacks? Immune. Lightning attacks? Immune. Fucking rock attack? Immune. So I go back in looking for more metal slimes. And instead finding a goddamn traveler with a goddamn king slime. So, me being an advantageous person, I throw ribs and sirloins at them, wanting more. 'Cause look at him, he's big, he's jolly, he's so happy. So Ken goes to the farm. And even better yet, I find a goddamn traveler who's a motherfucking goddamn metal bobble. That's right. 2 medleys become a metal bobble. And boy, is it fucking strong. So, failing to get that metal bobble this time, I kept hunting down more. Sure, he has a great drake and a trumpeter. Yeah, they're cool and all, but that metal bobble is so immune to attacks. And so defensively bulky. Yippee! And yippee! We have Bobble here. Join the team. Finding a cleric who calls me a filthy demon, I dispatch his Zap Bird and Mad Dragon fairly quickly. Soon feeding the metal bobble a freaking buffet of sirloins, trying to win its trust. Yippee! Which I do! And all I can name it is Yes. Which has me fuse Yes and Grim together to make a metal bobble named Goo. But, you see, my plan was to combine the 2 metal bobbles together for a metal king, but I got impatient, so I decided to just go for it. Luckily enough, Duran here decides to skip the servant fight and just have me fight goddamn Terry again. So, with a little extra Shiv turning Vic into a double freaking attack, Ghoul resisting a lot of his AoE attacks, causing Boom to happen, it goes off well. So Shiv heals, Vic hits really hard, and Ghoul just tanks easily enough. Which allows us to defeat Terry absolutely easy enough. And Duran getting his jolly off like a fucking clown with some gum. He comes at us in a fight, which I pretty much repeat the same tactic. Shiv increases Vic's strength, Shiv starts healing, and Ghoul pretty much just tanks hits. Causing fucking massive damage. It's like literally Devil Cuts were doing 300 damage to this motherfucker. And freaking Duran, being the goddamn masochist he was, flies off happy that I kicked his ass. Terry over here fucking goddamn even apologized for mocking me about not using a sword. Ain't that nice? But Waraboo, for some reason, just really liked kidnapping people. Seriously, he just came in and fucking played yoinkity spoinkity. But nonetheless, the king's happy the Starry Night is here. Fucking end it is time for the final tournament. The final set of bouts. The fucking proof of how great the slimes are. So after encouraging my team with a round of sirloins, we go in. And honestly, these rounds are a lot easier than I imagined. Little sleep here, some AoE attacks there. These guys have, like, not enough HP. Sure, there's a Centaur and a Orochi who has multiple heads on a sword gun. They're honestly nothing. Yeah, they do a little bit damage, but I'm so overpowered by this point. Then you have the Mad Dragon, an Andril, and then a fucking goddamn unicorn in the middle. Dying, and they just nothing compared to me. But nonetheless, after defeating the first 2, we're told about the Great Logs rep, Milieu, the sister we forgot about. I'm not gonna lie, I was mostly here for the slimes. But hey, we found her, so yay! She needs to win to take us home, but I'm like, if I win, I can bring you home. So, Luckily enough, we're able to hit through the fucking Metal King's defensive and kill it really quickly. Kotal falls next and the Rainhawk falls right after. It was kind of lackluster. After that fucking goddamn fight with the Reflection, we had to be a little too overpowered for this. But hey, we won the Starry Night! We've beaten the game. The king is happy. He's a little sad that we lost our sister again because Warabu really likes just grabbing people by the scruff and pulling them off. But he says, hey, look at these stars. Make a wish. You did win after all. Your wish will come true. So we do. We sit back and relax. Not gonna lie. This was fun. I like that. Again, Dragon Warrior Monsters isn't too much on strategy. It's more of a game of, alright, I just gotta make, my monsters strong enough to be able to fight this, because they do whatever the fuck they want to do. They really do. You give them the tools, and then it's really just that. But nonetheless, the old man decides to bring us back to where we began. In the Starry Night Shrine, where all the bang-a-dang-ding-a-ling-a-lings go down. And we find out the entire Starry Night tournament is literally how the Warabu get their jollies off. Seriously, they gather energy here to fucking make Warabu after Starry Night tournaments, and that make more great trees so there can be more Starry Night tournaments to make more Warabus. It's disgusting. Nonetheless, the Warabu grants our wish. We're home once more, and Milieu is just fucking there. I make sure to check to see if Warabu is no longer there, and we just talked to Milieu there. She's happy to see. She was a little sad that she didn't win in her dream, but, it happens. Oh, and I pull out a large piece of meat. But seriously, this was fun. I like this challenge. Hope to do it again. Not that hard, it's just I got lost here and there, and I just have to fucking pretty much grind. And get the right set of moves, and it's really easy. Maybe I can think of a harder challenge later on the road, but first I want to do it like with all the fucking families, then I can think of harder challenges. But nonetheless, I've been SpikeVein. I hope you've had your time. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and all that. Leave a comment. I do stream on Twitch, so go down to Twitch, SpikeVein, and maybe you'll see me streaming some RPGs. And I hope to see you till next time. Goodbye.